Hi guys, we are on an estate in Weybridge. It's on a golf course as well. It's a very expensive area, and I'm not sure what we're going to get away with recording here. I mean, it's heavily security guarded. There's security guards walking around. I mean, the houses here are like Scarface level, you know. It's really affluent area. I mean ridiculous money, ridiculous. I'm waiting for the guy to turn up. He gave me an address. I've been here at the end of last year. But like I say, it's on a golf course, and the address he gave me took me to the middle of the golf course. I'm lucky I was in this old motor. It was like a bike trail. I thought, am I going to make it? And I literally have been proper off-roading this morning on the golf course. Some of those inclines and that, over tree roots and stuff. The car was banging around all over the place. If I was in a regular van, I would never have made that at all. I would have had to turn around. I was completely lost. But anyway, that was honestly proper off-roading. You know, it's like, I mean, it was a dirt track, and they got their little buggies and stuff that obviously they get up around there, you know, the grounds people and the four-wheel drive buggies and stuff. So yeah, this managed to do it. I was like, what am I doing here? I was like, the security guards are going to come and get me in a minute, driving through the golf course. Anyway, we're here now. I'm not sure what we are going to record. I'm not sure what this video is going to be about. The guys are picking up some OCR, so I can only assume we're doing some stuff outside. Right, I'll see you in a minute. It's rather warm today. Let's have a look what we're doing. So, what's happened here is, when this place was built, I can't show too much of the property, but we show this one wall where this is actually quite severe. I think what's happened is this is an OCR, and they haven't primed it, and of course, now this is just render. This has been rendered before. Anyway, this is what we're down to do, is repair all this stuff, which has failed quite nastily. So like I say, this isn't my job, I'm just here under instruction. I'm just filling a couple of days up with these guys. But the idea is we need to seal these up with an appropriate bonding agent, prime them up to kill all the suction. We're going to use OCR to bring it out and blend all in to all these areas. And then I believe the whole thing is going to get a silicone render over the whole top to hide all this. Since we are so limited in what we can record here, I might do a review of these ladders, which are doing a great job of getting up these stairs. We're ideal for it, so we can get up to these higher levels here. So basically, you hit these, bang this, and then it unfolds into the A shape. And then these pull in and out, and these bits here slide up independently of each other, so that's why you can get them to go upstairs. They've been well handy. If you hit this one more time, it will open up into a full ladder and be a regular one, and of course it's extendable up to whatever the height is. I'm not sure what the height is. It goes pretty tall. So that is on its last setting there, you can see, and this side is completely tucked in. So yeah, it looks like it extends up to about 3 meters, so maybe 6 meters if you got it into full ladder form. They're quite heavy, but I've got to admit, when you get up the top, you do feel safe on them. This way.
Obviously, loads of people come around with sound like the mic and that.
No, we've got to do a voiceover. We've got to do a voiceover.
And then here we are with Master Smurf.
74 plastering. Good natural nug. So look, this is silicone, and this has failed. The water's got behind it. This place has been patched up with all sorts of stuff. I believe it's because this is over OCR and it wasn't primed, and that's why the water has been trapped behind it and popped this off. It is a real pain trying to find the blown areas and remedy them, you know, patching them back up again. So this is the decorative side, and that feels how silicone should feel. You turn it over and it feels very dusty. I think this is why you need to prime up the OCR with acrylic, so that acrylic goes into that OCR, because that feels like sand cement. So this is like gone onto a dry, dusty surface and just hasn't adhered properly because it wasn't acrylic primed up. Day 2 of working with Nugget and Rob, and we are going to do my least favourite thing, silicone rendering. I mean, I don't mind it, but it just gets everywhere. I mean, I hate the silicone finish, putting it on. I hate it as much as Anakin Skywalker hates sand. Right, let's go and pick Rob up and we'll see you at the job. Oh, and by the way, day 2 and tyres looking good.
Oh, is that it?
Okay, Ben, this is the material we're using. Johnson's. Why do you like this stuff?
Because it's better. Because it's better, you get it flatter.
Good. That's what we want, isn't it? So he's had about 4 cups, or cup to each, a coffee cup, conveniently, of water in here. And this is the stuff we've got to get up there. Look at it, it's horrible. These obviously need mixing in with the mixer before we do anything. So it is the 1.5mm silicone render in like a creamy off-white. This is the OCR, which has already been primed in the same sort of colour, which is necessary to get a good bond to like the render products. And of course, this stuff you have to tape up everything really quite good, because you get that anywhere, gets on your clothes, gets in your pants. It's just not nice stuff to get anywhere. And as you see, quite often when they have the white stuff, a lot of the window frames and things like that are black, so it's you know, you really got to cover these up a lot.
Gets this expansion joint there. Like, the first wall panel, we go over it, just over it, over the joint, slightly, and the second one we go 5mm away from it. So this panel here, we go up to it, over it. Up to it, over it? Yeah, and then when we come to do that one, we scrape what we over it with, scrape it back, and then we go into it 5mm like we do on the corner, yeah? That's how you get a nice... Oh, right.
So one of the main problems we've got here is, I just zoomed in on that little mat, is the way the sun comes across this. And whenever you do some outside work, it's a good idea to take notice which way the sun does come. So like we're here a little bit earlier in the morning because the sun comes all the way around the back and we're getting it all day long. And the temperature's been up quite a lot recently, so that's why we want to get on it earlier before the temperature gets up too much to give us a chance to get it under control. But obviously as well, first thing in the morning, it comes past the building, obviously rises here, so there's an opportunity, and it's still doing it now, to cast a really long shadow. So any discrepancies will show up like, well, it will just show up everything. So we do need to concentrate, and it's quite handy to do it when the shadow is cast so that you can see any discrepancies. As you can see, that mat on the wall stuck out like a sore thumb. Cody's been getting on. He's been out there for ages.
No, he's hanging on.
You need to hang your washing up, is that what we're waiting for?
Well, yeah, I've got one top up there, and it's no problem with that.
Okay, so that's the end of that video. It's quite a busy household here. Now I've got home a little bit early. So I'm in with Nugget and Rob tomorrow. We're going to go back to that previous job and put the silicone on the top of all that failed stuff. So that's where it was the first day. Then the second day we went and did some more silicone rendering, obviously, which is on new stuff at that other property. And then tomorrow we're going back to the previous property. So that's all these guys seem to be doing all the time, just this silicone rendering stuff, which is fine every now and again. I mean, the weather, I caught the sun and all that. The weather's all right. When we did that silicone rendering on the second day, so we had the sun on that surface, and that really made quite a bit of difference to how long you had until you had to get back on it with that. It's a plastic float, so Nugget had me and Rob putting on, but we had to keep the edge live all the time. That's why we're not doing massive, great big hits, because we need to be Nugget to be able to come behind us and get it. So every now and again, sometimes we just, to keep that edge line, just coming and doing like a 6-inch band or something before we can get down below the scaffold, etc., and the natural breaks. And we all have to keep our eye on each other so nobody's pushing on, and basically have Nugget, because he does it all the time. It's literally just pointing out, can you go and do this bit here, just drop back here, just do this and that. So you've got to let him coordinate where you're going and follow instructions. So it is definitely a team effort. It is it is quite easy and simple, but it's also easy and simple to really mess it up. And you just basically, the golden rule is just don't have a dry edge. So you do have to communicate. But it just gets everywhere. Look, it's still on me now. I need to get it in the shower. It gets all over your tools, any clothes you got on. I didn't have this top on. Just gets covered in it. So it's not my favourite thing to do at all. Anyway, this video is going up tonight. I don't think I'm going to record anything on that big house tomorrow. And then Friday, what am I doing? I think I'm doing a kitchen or a bathroom for somebody. And we'll probably record that. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget we have the Facebook group, which is also called, well, it is called Plaster Master Smurf 74. This YouTube channel is called Master Smurf 74 Plastering, just to keep you on your toes. So yeah, do us a favour and hit that subscribe button. The algorithm loves it. If you appreciate the video, it really does me a big favour, and you know, pushes me up there and gets the videos pushed a little bit further. And I mean, I'd make anything out of these from ad revenue. I think we just earned, literally it was about 150 quid this month, and that's banging out 2 or 3 videos around this length a week. So I know it's an enjoyable process, but you know, it does take up quite a bit of your time. I mean, it's actually less than minimum wage when you work out how many hours you actually put into it. Anyway guys, right, I'll let you get on. Enjoy the rest of the sunny day. Is that the problem? Nobody's watching YouTube because it's too sunny and everybody's out feeding the ducks and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get this done, uploaded, and sort the garden back out before my lovely wife gets home, Judy. I'm sure she'll be very appreciative that Cody's been out there jet washing all the patio and everything. So, alright guys, I'll stop rambling on. Catch you on the next video. Won't be long.
Bye.